What's up, everybody? Welcome to Beyond the Shoot. I'm Hiru. This is gonna be a little weird shoot. It's selfie mode. Let's call it the review mode. I'm reviewing 205 Live. You know, our producer's out of town. Psycho Steve's is working on some things, so I'm doing this alone. I have to do this as a review, and I want to give my opinion. I want to change things up. 205 is changing things up, so I'm gonna change things up myself as well. If you hear my cat meowing, I apologize, but she's hyper. So, all you cat people again. What's up? Anyway, so 205 Live, it starts off phenomenal again. It starts off with Drake Maverick announcing what's going to happen throughout the show. I can't stop thinking about the Fatal 5-Way is going to happen later. He announces the Fatal 5-Way. Gran, Metalik, TJP, Cedric Alexander, Lio Rush, and Tony Nese. Tony Nese has gone from NXT 205, and he's been putting some matches out there. He's been putting some pretty awesome freaking matches out there. It was a great show. Let's put it that way. It was a great match. So the show starts off with Drew Gulak and Jack Gallagher versus Tozawa versus Drew Gulak. It was a decent match. It was okay. And the reason why I say Jack Gallagher and Drew Gulak was because Jack Gallagher was ringside and he was getting involved. So it was kind of a handicap match. And we all knew that Brian Cedric was going to come out, and he did. He ends up coming out and he starts brawling with Drew Gulak and Jack Gallagher, and they run away. They're heels. They're going to run away. But I've noticed that when Tozawa was attacking Drew Gulak, he did the dive off the top of the rope, and Drew Gulak kind of put Jack Gallagher in front of him. Maybe that's a little foreshadowing for the future, but he did do that. And like I said, Brian Cedric did come out. Overall, as a grade, if I were to grade it, I would give it a C+, mainly because it did continue a storyline. That was great. That's what 205 does. 205 actually has storylines. For a 1-hour show, it has storylines. Great way to do that. So, you know, C+ for the match. Match, like I said, was decent. When it did, it caused a partnership with Tozawa and Brian Cedric coming out. That's all it did. That's what it caused. So, you know, great match, great storyline, C+. They did, after that, they did promote Buddy Murphy as a champion. They promoted the match. They showed the highlights. Jake Maverick was there and congratulated him. But it was Tony Nese next to him. Tony Nese said, "Don't worry, me and Buddy Murphy are gonna dominate 205 Live." Buddy Murphy is champion, by the way. That belt looks freaking phenomenal. Great freaking wrestler. I can't wait till they fight each other, because like I said, Tony Nese has been stepping up. Now let's go to the main event. Let's go to the part that I want to talk about the most. It's a Fatal 5-Way. Fatal 5-Way. Fatal 5-Way. And the stars of the match, you would think Cedric Alexander. You would think, you know, Gran Metalik. You would think TJP, Cruiser Great. Nope, it was Lio Rush and Tony Nese. They were the freaking all-stars of this match. Phenomenal match. The crowd was actually chanting for Lio Rush the entire time. He got the most cheers out of everybody. Cedric was kind of treated like a heel here. Me and Psycho Steve kind of called it. We see a little heel turn coming, but you know, that's what I'm hoping happens. And then Gran Metalik and TJP, they showed off phenomenal things, but their storyline continued. TJP the whole time kept trying to take off his mask, and he was carrying around the mask like a trophy. The one he took off Kalisto and Lindsay Dorado, he had the mask and he was holding it like a freaking trophy. Great storyline. This match, it was 25-35 minutes long. Phenomenal, non-stop action. Tony Nese and Lio Rush, I can't put into words the stars that are being born right in front of our eyes. It was an A+ match, A+ storylines. So much stuff came out of this. Tony Nese did get victory. Tony Nese got the roll up on Cedric Alexander. Cedric Alexander lost again. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen where he's gonna heel turn. It's gonna happen. But you know, those are my grades. Those are my opinions. My review of 205 Live. I'm excited for next week. Don't forget, Hideo Itami versus Mustafa Ali next week. That's super freaking exciting, and I'm excited to see what happens in Tony Nese, Buddy Murphy, Cedric Alexander, Lio Rush. Phenomenal 205. You're doing things freaking great. Like I said, I'm Mike Hiru. This is Beyond the Shoot, and I guess you want to call this my Mike Hiru's review. Let's call it that, Mike Hiru's review. We'll see you for Monday Night Raw.